What's up, guys? So this is going to be a little bit of a double October extra. This was not planned, but as somebody brought it up not long ago in the Discord, I wanted to see if this was doable. Now, I'm going to see if we can do an Avalanche version of the Astraea. Now, I know that the Type F is the one that's supposed to have the Avalanche, but since they are essentially the exact same kit, we're going to do it to the standard Astraea because, well, it's already the right color. It makes it easier. We can just blend it right in. So, I've already taken the weapons off of Astraea, but let's see here about prepping it for the rest of it. So let's go ahead and pull out the little tiny bits here. Wow, that is in there. Okay, so we'll pull out the chest vents. Let's take off the forearm little bits here because we don't need those. Everything else is Exia arms. I'm going to set things off to the side here so I don't lose them. We're going to want to lose the shoulder armor. We'll do that when we get closer. I gotta remember how that comes apart. I think this sandwich is over that. Yep. Okay, we're also going to want to strip down the back here. This is just where the beam sabers go. One thing I will forego is the excess beam saber things that go around the GN drive. I like the particle tank version of this one, so we're good there. One thing I do believe we're going to have to do is completely swap the legs, because these are standard Exia legs, so I was right in that aspect. So because of the way the GN condensers work on this kit, there's no hole going through it, obviously. So these aren't going to work, but because it's the same from the knee down, all we need to do is, strip the leg off. So let's pull the leg. Carefully yoink the leg off. Let's see, should we swap the front skirt and all that? I think we should. Let's just do it. So we'll just pull all that because it is just all put up front. So we'll just go ahead and remove the front skirts, remove all of that, pull that off to the side. Let's strip the leg joint real quick. Mind you, this would only work if you have not seam lined it. Sorry, I need my spudger. Prying apart Gunpla. And because of the way the hips and all this combine, you need a little bit of leverage. That was kind of cool. I don't know if you guys saw that. Just spun the whole body around. That was interesting. Okay. There we go. And so that gives us our knee joint removed. Did I just do something dumb? I just swapped the entire leg, huh? Yeah, let's just swap the entire leg. I know how many of you are probably just screaming that at the screen. So yeah, let's just swap the entire legs. I'm not gonna go so crazy as swapping the whole lower half. We'll just swap the whole damn legs. It's stupid. Okay, so we have something left of Exia over here. So let's go with pulling this out off the crotch without breaking anything. That is surprisingly tight. I mean, it's a good thing that it's tight, but it's surprisingly tight. Wow. That's never happened. Okay, so let's do that. It's already looking weird. I'm just going to be honest. You're going to be like, Shoki, why are you going through this much effort? Because I want to see what it looks like. That's why. Okay, so let's go ahead and yoink the legs off because that makes more sense. Essentially, we're just kit bashing at this point. And, that's perfectly acceptable behavior. Because the legs are the same color, the same design, all that. There's no point in dissecting the legs. There's no... I don't know why that made sense in my head. It's like, yeah, just swap the entire legs. There's nothing going on there that's different. Okay, so we're already getting a big picture here of what's going on. All right, so we need to swap the shoulders out. So let's do that. It would be kind of cool if there were alternate shoulders for this guy, but as far as I know, there aren't. So let's be careful here. Just deconstruct our Avalanche here. Our Avalanche. Well, I guess technically we are doing that too. He's like, man, you wouldn't believe what they did to me today. Took my shoulders off, took my legs off. By the way, that's kind of cool that in this case, you know, they don't use the ball joint type shoulders. You know, these are actually separate pieces. Okay, so set that all aside. So I have a bunch of stuff laying over here already. That's already getting loose. Okay, so next up, pull that off. In theory, I could just swap the arms too, huh? Yeah, I'll just swap the arms. Exact same construction. Might as well. At this point, it should have just been, yeah, just swap the Astraea torso. That would have done it. Like 100%. Okay, so this one's already coming off, so that's already shortcutting it. And there's no, like, ribs or anything to sort of, like, give that any bite or purchase on that. It just sort of plugs in there. So, like, when I say later Gundams are designed better, I mean it. Like, especially once they get to, like, the double elbows and stuff like that. Like, this is a single jointed elbow. Okay, so let's pull off the chest vents. Pull off the chest vents. So we're making progress. We got a beam saber falling off. So that's fine. So once again, we're just going to basically skip everything on the backpack that annoys the crap out of me. And I'm okay with that too. You should be okay with that too, because that is a very annoying section of the kit. Okay, so let's... This is going to be multi-tiered here because you got the outer shoulder armor and the inner shoulder armor. And that does not want to let go. There we go. Okay, so the way this is constructed, you can really see here how the parts and everything sandwiched together. This just plugs into the shoulder. I believe this, I'm trying to remember how that's connected. I think this just covers that, huh? Yeah, but you got to remove it to take it apart. Like so. I do believe, I'm trying to remember if this, yeah. Okay. So I had a problem putting these into here. They just did not want to fit originally on base assembly. There we go. Gotta wonder, where's my original shoulders here? I mean, there's no way to attach that as far as I can tell. Yeah, you couldn't attach that, but it'd be interesting. Like, I could see if you modified the shoulder a bit, you could probably utilize the actual Astraea shoulder for this. You know, do some real kit bashing, a little bit of modding here and there. Okay, so push this together. I realize that nobody necessarily asked for this. It's just something I really kind of wanted to see if it was doable. So this is what I'm talking about. If you got to get this section inside there. And it's slightly problematic. There it goes. Okay. And then push this guy in from the back. Oh, no, got that backwards. Yeah, like that. Let me take this guy, plug it in here, and then we just plug this guy in from this way, and this guy in from this way. And I'm going to skip ahead, okay? I'm sure you guys are fine with that. Well, while taking it apart, I was a little bit less than careful and accidentally snapped that peg off right there. So that's going to be a little bit less than together, though hopefully the all the excess parts will definitely help hold it on. So, I mean, it is pegged onto everything else, so be wary if you're ever going to be doing that. And then, you know, once I put it back to, well, whatever the final form is going to be of this guy, probably back to Avalanche Exia, I'll probably just do whatever. And yeah, I realize now that I 100% could have just swapped the entire arm. I'm stupid. I don't care. Just, you know, if you were to do this on your own, this is what you would have to do, not just swap parts and be smart and shit. Yeah, I realized it just now. I literally could have just swapped the entire arms. I don't know why I did that. I just felt like having myself more work. It makes it seem like you're really doing stuff if you do it this way, okay? You got me? Yeah, you got me. You know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. Am I doing that upside down? I'm doing that upside down. Okay. So I think this gets us right up to the end. And you technically, right there, end up with an Avalanche regular Astraea. And of course you can use this GN sword, though I prefer the like GN proto sword that he had, which is, you know, remarkably cooler in my opinion, but there's no way to attach this that I can tell, like, because like this just flat out is not going to mount to that. But if you were so inclined, you could remove this section and add that sword. And of course, if you're down for it, go ahead and do the same thing. Have the Avalanche area going on, like so. You know, like that. I kind of wish that some of these bits didn't have to interact with each other. Like, it would be cool if you could pivot this without the foot thing, you know, being necessarily involved. Like, there's almost too much interaction. But, I mean, it's not a giant difference, but you can totally do an Astraea Avalanche. And, of course, if you feel like going through all of the rigmarole and repainting and all that, like, you could definitely do Astraea type F Avalanche, which probably look really cool. I mean, I've seen the pictures online when we were in the Discord talking, so it is a thing you can do. That's coming apart on me. There we go. Yeah, I'm stupid. I really could have just left that together. So, I mean, essentially all you're going to need to do that is I mean, I would almost just start with this and then just paint, you know, whatever it is red. And I think you'd probably be a little bit happier. So you can do it. It's a thing. You have leftover bits here. If you feel like swapping all the GN drives and all that, that's up to you. I kind of actually dig that look. Oh, I forgot about the butt skirt. So the butt skirt can be swapped. Once again, if you really were down for it, you can just swap everything below the hips, like, or everything below the waist. I will give it to you. Oh, I'm missing this part, which is actually crucial. I knew I forgot something. I could feel the thing I forgot, if that makes any sense. So there we go. So butt skirt and all that. So you can make your own if you haven't. Don't be stupid like me. Just swap parts. Instead of disassembling, just go ahead and swap the parts. But I guess if you have two raw kits, you can just build them together as you do. So there you go. You can do the thing. So that's it. You know, it's an extra thing. Didn't have to do it. Felt like it, just seeing how easy or difficult it would be. And it was easy. It was also really stupid. I shouldn't have done it that way. I'm dumb. Don't be dumb like me. But I'll see you guys next time on 00CTOBER. Remember, as always, keep on building.